Nigerians are not used to see people fighting back. They are not used. And then having doing that, it shocked them. It is one of the things that is shocking them. They are not used to see people fighting back. They are used to get away with ever what they want to do. They are used to, when they are pushing back, they are used to win every time. Guess what? South Africans are fighting back. We are not having it in our country. You see? Oh, you have a delusional of Pan-African dondon. Ayibereki intwena mo. Ayibereki. Ayisisebenzeli. It is not working for us because I think we are the only country in Africa who have a social grant, who is doing that and that you are not doing. And then if we can have, we say that we want to open borders, yet we are not even finished with our own people, where we still have people who are living under the poverty in South Africa. Though South Africa is great, but we still have extreme poverty rates in our country. And we can't have people who can enter illegally in the system while we have our own people suffering. We can't have people to steal the identity of our own people again. No, we are not having it. You guys, you must swallow your pride and say, when you are wrong, say that we were wrong. Danko, please make sure that you subscribe in this channel so that we can get more people, so that we can beat even the algorithm of YouTube. When South Africans are beginning to push back to Nigerians, we are suddenly labeled as xenophobia. I think this word xenophobia, it's one of the words that Nigeria know very well about South Africa. Whenever you mention South Africa to them, xenophobia. Whenever a South African name appears to them, xenophobia. Guess what? We are pushing back as South Africans. And then it is none of your business that we have selected a new Miss South Africa. You have no business mingling in our affairs. This idea of you Nigerians, like this idea of so-called African, it does not work for us because you come and exploit in our country. So now it is a time for us. We are pushing back, and then it is clear that you are not used when people are pushing back. It is new for you. That is why you are so crying. That is why you are so crying loud. I just want us to watch this lady who is crying about South Africa. We have taken out a fellow African, the fellow African who was here illegally. Though she was born in the country, but she was here illegally. One of our people identity was being stolen for her beneficial. Check what? She got a grant, SASSA grant, with that identity. She got a bursary NSFAS with that identity. She got to school with that identity, and another child was suffering for the cause of that. So we should be accommodating because she's an African. But when we are pushing for justice for another person of our own, we are labeled as xenophobia. I think you guys were living under the rock, and then we South Africans, we are not going to stop pushing until Nigerians get to listen. And then you guys are so proud, you do not want to admit your wrongs. There are Nigerians who have sense, their mind is working, their reasoning is working. They see that we are wrong here. You guys, you come to our country, you want to live by your rules, you want to live like thugs in our country, and then you expect us to fold our hands. You got it wrong. We are fighting.
Kings and queens, welcome back. Oh my, is with a heavy heart that I am doing this, okay? And I'm sorry to voice over, but it's a matter of urgency. I want you all to divert your attention at this moment to what is going on in South Africa. I believe a lot of you have heard, okay? A lot of you have seen who the Miss South Africa is, who South Africans wholeheartedly, with joy in their heart and thanksgiving, gave their country to. Now, I was surprised a little bit, not so much, because I know there is some little huddle going on between South Africans and Nigerians and South African and Zimbabweans. I never knew it can be up to this level that South Africans will outrightly call their fellow African a foreigner and embrace a foreigner as their own sister. This is the level this has gone to.
I mean, you must be living under the rock. Africa is not a country, it's a continent with countries. The lady that you are mumbling about, you are crying about, she is not South African in the first place, though she is born in South Africa. To being born in South Africa, it does not make you a South African. I don't know how long we South African we are going to say the same things to you Nigerians. And in South Africa, we are living in a country where we have a diverse cultures. This person who has won Miss South Africa, she is a South African because she is here legally, not illegally.
It has escalated to this. And you know the painful thing? South Africans, there is no South African that sees something wrong with what they do. They don't want to accept their fault. It's just like, it's not just them, okay? They are adamant, yes, that's for sure. South Africans are adamant. I'm sorry if you're a South African here. Just unsubscribe and go away. Because I think it's high time we begin to, rub it on each other's faces like this, okay? They don't like the moment you talk about accommodating their fellow brothers and sisters in the continent. South Africans find something wrong with it. But they find everything okay with accommodating other races. And that's why you see the result here.
This show you that we are not a racist like you. Always want to fight our white South Africans, because South Africa is one of the countries that we have many white people in the country and they are here legal, and we South African black South Africans, we have made peace with our whites. Yeah, we have made peace with our white brothers, and then we are intermarrying with them, you see. So you are living under the delusion that we as South Africans, we are just going to let you come in our country illegal and do whatever you like. Yeah. Because the lady who won Miss South Africa, she is here legally. I don't know how I'm going to repeat this. Hey, you people, it is clear that you are not used when people are pushing back to you. You are always winning, but now you have met your own match. People who can fight back. It is something new to you that we as South African, we can fight back when you are bullying us, because you have a tendency of want to bull us and you want to tell us what we must do. I come on. Don't drink in the morning, my sister. Don't drink in the morning.
Your Majesties. And today we see someone from another kingdom because the person is not from your kingdom. I'm using the word kingdom because that was how we operated before Europeans came and put borders and called it countries. This is the level of the hate in the black community. It's before your faces that a country in the motherland will reject someone that look like them and go for somebody that do not look like them. It is...
Please look at this. You see, you want to make South Africa after your own image. Because as far as I know, you guys, you are racist because you don't want whites, just because of you are not used to live with whites. You are not used in that idea of living with whites. You chase your own whites away, and we are not going to chase our own whites away. We are going to stay with them, and then we are going to build South Africa, and then we are going to make South Africa more and more and more, even more and more attractive to the world. You see, because your ideas are not working, because what you are proposing is not working at all. We can't Kai. We cannot chase the white people who are here legally and leave you alone who are here illegally. We can't do that. If you are here in South Africa illegally, so we sell. But if you are here legally, there's nothing that we can do to you. And then you can stay in our country and work and build your life. You see, have you ever seen South African in Nigeria doing what you Nigerians are doing in South Africa? Have you ever seen that? No. Why? Because we are staying in our own country. You are always boasting that you are birds, you fly. No, this is not a landing place here. This is not a landing place. This is South Africa. And in South Africa, we have constitutions and we have laws that we abide by. Thank you.
But has it gone to this level where outrightly we decide to reject our own and accept another man's own? Have you ever seen a black person in Miss India? Have you ever seen a black person in Miss Canada? Have you ever seen a black... What is going on with us? Why are we so... Oh my goodness. Why are we like this? I was disappointed. The government of South Africa is directly involved in this girl's issue.